Hi guys, welcome to another lesson. Hope you're all well. Quite a few people on tonight already, which is really good. Okay, so I'm going to skip the housekeeping thing tonight. You already know, you already know what's going on, guys. So questions on the right hand side. Get them in. I'll answer those. Don't be shy with the questions. We're having a lot of people on at the minute. Quite an awful lot of people on, but not that many questions. It's got to be. It's got to be a two-way thing. It's got to be interactive. Okay, so make sure you get your questions in, and we'll see you. I'm going to do a little giveaway later on in fact, I'll do it now. The best question of the night, I'm just going to pick up from random. Any questions that come in randomly, I'm going to give away either a 30-minute Skype lesson. So completely free of charge, or a studio lesson for 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm just going to pick from the list, and I'm going to tell you who's won that, and then we'll sort out. We'll make contact with you, and we'll sort out who's won that. So that's just a little giveaway, just to incentivise you a little bit to get your questions in. Okay, so tonight we're going to carry on. Last week we're looking at different subdivisions of paradiddles to get the fill working, playing it from the snare, and then adding the toms in there, and we took that from 8th notes through 16th notes through 32nd notes, and we actually pushed it into kind of 64th notes, which I know is kind of ridiculous, yeah. But if you can get your hand speed up to that level, then it makes sense that you're not really going to come across anything that is going to cause you such a big problem. All right. So tonight we're going to kind of move on with that a little bit. We're going to start putting these paradiddles, really useful rudiment, yeah. We're going to do really useful rudiment. We're going to look at the paradiddle and putting it into a groove situation. Okay. So let me start out and show you obviously the basics of it. Yeah. We're just going to play the paradiddles just on the snare for now. Yeah. Nice and even, nice and relaxed. And then what we're going to try and do to start with, this is just to get the flow working, okay? We're going to look at just pulling out the left hand. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and trying to keep everything else down as grace notes, and then try and pull out the 2 and the 4. We're playing them in 16th notes. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and so yeah. So we're going to keep everything down as grace notes except for 2 and 4, which we're going to pull out as a nice accent. Okay, show you that. Again, it's just a straightforward paradiddle. Right, left, right, left, right, left, left. Okay? That's all it is. Apologies tonight if I have a big coughing fit. I've got a bit of a chesty cough at the minute. So if I keep clearing my throat, and I apologise for that. It's just I can't really help that. Okay, so that's all we're going to play for now. We're going to play at different speeds, yeah, and try and keep that control there. Okay, so again, straightforward, nice and steady. There's no major rush with it. We just got to get it so it's nice and even and nice and flowing. Okay, so we've got the backbeat now, the accent on 2 and 4. And what we're going to do now is we're going to put a bass drum, a single bass drum on 1 and 3. So that's going to go 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Okay, let's see what that sounds like. Okay, so you'll notice that while we're playing that, I'm really focusing more on the grace notes than the accents, okay? Because that's the bit that's just tipping away underneath, yeah? Really, all you want to be hearing, really, on the grace note side of things is some really nice, low, clean strokes. Okay, that's what you need to be able to hear, yeah, which is making it, just makes everything sound really nice. If you don't get the basics there, then the groove's not going to flow and it's not going to sound nice. It's going to sound too big, okay? So now we've got the bass drum in on 1 and 3, the backbeat on 2 and 4. All we're going to do is we're going to put our right hand on the hi-hat, okay? If this seems a little bit simple to you, bear with me because we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're just getting the basics down, okay? So exactly the same thing. I'm going to move my right hand onto the hi-hat once I've played it and got comfortable with it. Okay, so really straightforward, really easy. All right, so I'm going to play that a little bit quicker now and just see where that gets. See so you can hear what that sounds like when it's a little bit faster. Okay, I've kind of changed the bass drum up a little bit there, yeah, which is the next step to it, yeah. So if we go back to the basic groove again, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and 4. So the bass drum's now going, it's moved from 3 and it's going on to the and 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 4. 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 Yeah, with the paradiddles nice and slowly. Okay, so now you've got kind of a really nice sort of sounding funk groove. If we speed that up a little bit, yeah, we've got a really nice little funk groove going on. Okay, so nice and straightforward, yeah? When you're going to add the crashing, after it, 1, 2, and 4, and 1, yeah? Again, all we're changing really is the bass drum pattern. The hand part for now is staying exactly the same, yeah? It's playing paradiddles between the hi-hat and the snare. The bass drum pattern went from 1 and 3 to 1 and 4, and then and 4 and 1, yeah? So I'll play that for you slowly. So it's going to go 1, 2, and 4 and 1, 2 and 4 and 1, 2 and 4 and 1. Okay, so that's the first option. Yeah, that's the first option there in terms of you know, getting a nice bit of flow in there. Okay, getting that nice little bit of flow. Get anything? We just started to mess with that bass drum pattern a little bit. Yeah, just to get things moving on nicely. All right. So let's mess with it again. Yeah, let's get them now. Let's now get the right foot, to follow the right hand. Yeah, so it's going to play pretty much exactly what your right hand's playing. Yeah, which is. Yeah. Yeah, there's your paradiddle. Yeah, I'll play it for you so you can hear that just on the snare. Okay, so the key now is to mix those up now. So you're still playing the paradiddles with the accent on 2 and 4 on the left hand. You've got the bass drum options of playing it on 1 and 3, changing it to 1 and then just before 4 and 1, following the right hand with the right foot. Yeah, and you can really start to mess with it and create some really, really nice little fills. Really, really nice little grooves and things. Yeah. And it's all based around keeping this control in the paradiddle, just changing the bass drum pattern. So let me show you that, and then we'll move on to the next sticking pattern. So again then, once you've got that kind of comfortable and you start to mess with it, just be really creative with it, guys. Really, really creative with it. Once you've got that, you can stick with the exact same pattern, the paradiddle, and just move the paradiddle around the kit, sticking with the same sticking pattern, and then you've got automatic fills. Okay? Show you what that sounds like. Okay, so I've not once at all varied from the original sticking pattern of the paradiddles. All right. Okay, we've got a couple of questions here, so let's have a look. Okay, Barry. Okay, Barry's basically asking why I change. I've answered this question before, but why I change between match grip and traditional grip from time to time. There is really no thought process in it at all. Yeah, it's not something I almost sort of subconsciously do it. It's not something I choose to do. I just sometimes I'll pick it up. I can play both. I'm quite lucky in the fact that I learned how to play both ways. I teach both ways, and I've kind of worked on. It doesn't really matter which one I play in. So sometimes I'll pick up and it ends up in traditional and I'll play. Other times I'll be in match grip and I just play. Yeah. So if I was thinking about it more, I tend to play my any big band or jazz gigs that I do in traditional grip, and I do kind of any rock, pop, those kind of gigs in match grip. So there is a kind of thought process there, but when I'm just demonstrating things and playing, I often just pick up and it's whichever way it's picked up, I work on that. Yeah. So there's no real thought process, Barry, in that. No real thought process, right? But thanks for your question. All right, Luke. Was I changing the bass drum pattern from what? Yes, I did change it a little bit when I was playing then. Yeah, okay, let me show you what that is. Yeah, I played. It's still following the right hand, it's just slightly in a different place. So it goes. Paradiddle, paradiddle. Let me play that for you with a stick so you can hear that a little bit better. Yeah, well spotted, Lou. You've got a nice, good pair of ears there, mate, if you spotted that. So yeah, it's still following the right hand. It's just slightly in a different place. Yeah, but you can put in, you can try and mess about with that as much as you want. Really, you can mess with it and you'll come up with some really cool grooves. Okay, so let's look at the next step. Okay, which is to change the hand part to a different member of the paradiddle family. Yeah, so we're going to change it to the inverted paradiddle. Yeah, so we're going to try and play the inverted paradiddle, which is right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. Play that again for you. Right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. Right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. Right, left, left, right, left. And again, nice and slowly. And again, now the idea is just to try and work on that sticking pattern so you've got it nice and comfortable, so it's nice and steady, and you're not really having to think about that too much anymore. And again, let's switch the right hand up onto the hi-hat. Again, now what we've got to do is exactly the same as what we did before, which is to try and pull out now the backbeat on 2 and 4. Yeah, so that's going to go here. 1 E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1, 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1, 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1, 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, yeah, okay. So let's look at that. Yeah, again, we're just keeping everything nice and relaxed. A lot of it comes down to the control that you've got in your hands, so you can get the difference between the accent and the grace note again. And again, now let's do the same as we did before. Let's add the bass drum in on 1 and 3. So we've got a bar of 16th notes, but the hand pattern is playing in that inverted paradiddle sticking. Right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. And a little bit faster. And again, then the process is exactly the same as you did before with the single paradiddle sticking. Excuse me. It's to keep everything flowing, and see if you can start to mess with the bass drum a little bit. Okay, and then you start to get that real nice flow. Yeah, keeping the paradiddle fills, or keeping the inverted paradiddle sticking pattern. You can then start to create some fills and things from that as well. Yeah. Okay. So let's try that. Okay, so I really enjoy playing this kind of stuff, yeah. And if you can get those to flow, yeah, then you can just start to mix them into your sort of normal 8th note groove. So you're playing an 8th note groove, and then you put in a little paradiddle lick, yeah, or you put in a little inverted paradiddle thing, and it just gives the whole thing a much bigger, a much nicer feel, and it's kind of one of those sort of choppy fills that people think are really impressive, that are really generally quite straightforward. All you need is that, again, that little bit of control in your hands. Okay? So, okay, let's get your questions in, guys, while I just try and demonstrate that, putting it into an 8th note groove. Okay, so yeah, it's straightforward, quite straightforward, yeah? Okay, let's take another question. Johnny, is there a way to use this stuff from the ride as well as the hats? Yeah, absolutely, mate, absolutely, yeah. It's the same principle, guys, absolutely same principle, yeah? If you play the 16th note single paradiddle between here and bring back the snare drum on 2 and 4, again, messing with the bass drum pattern, really nice sounding groove. If you put a little open hi-hat in there as well, yeah? 1 E and a 2 E. 1 E and a 2 E and that sounds amazing as well, yeah? Let's show you that. Okay, so that's the first way, Johnny, you can use it. In terms of the inverted, I use this a lot, which is really nice. When you're on the ride, play 1, 2, and inverted paradiddle there, and put the right hand up onto the bell, get that nice accent. It's kind of a Benny Greb uses this quite a lot. 1. Play it very nice and slow. Okay, so a really nice little groove, yeah? Really nice little groove that, yeah. And you can just work on it. Obviously, there's no panic. Work on it nice and steady, work on it nice and slowly, and it will all start to come together, and you'll get that nice and, nice and free. Okay, let's take, see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. All right, John. These questions are coming in thick, fast tonight. All right, okay. Yeah, all right. John's asking about something I was doing with something I do quite a lot actually, which is kind of another one of these subconscious things. He was asking about what my hi-hat was doing whilst I was playing on that ride there. It was kind of going twice. Yeah. Let me show you what I mean by that. I'll try and play it slowly. This is something that I don't really think about. It's just kind of happens now. Yeah. Let me play it slowly for you. Okay, what that is, kind of a bit off topic, but that's fine, John, not a problem, yeah? Okay, the groove I'm actually playing is this. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And what I've done is I've taken 2 of those bass drums and taken them from my right foot and I've put them on my left foot. 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, there it is. There it is. On the right foot. Here it is on the left. Yeah, so let me mix that between the two and then you can see what that's like. Okay, so it's something I do quite a bit. I take a what would normally be a right foot bass drum, and I put it on the hi-hat. Yeah, essentially something I got from I got from a masterclass that I did with Keith Carlock. I don't know, last year or year before, perhaps. Yeah, something that he does quite a bit. You know, you'll hear Keith's hi-hat going on. And it comes out with some absolutely amazing patterns, and really all he's doing is replacing the right foot with the left foot, trying to get that in, yeah? Okay, so let's have a look. That's you, yeah. Putting the kids to bed and getting the food ready and miss the entire lesson. Any chance you can put up the sticking patterns on the Facebook site tomorrow? Yeah, I will do that tomorrow morning. Hugh, not a problem. I'll put some stuff up on the Facebook page with the 2 sticking patterns that we've done, and then a little explanation of how to move the bass drum patterns around. Not a problem. That's brilliant. No problems at all, Hugh, on that. Yeah, that's great, mate. Okay, so I think we're just about finished. Yeah, so just mess. Yeah, just sit down and mess with the paradiddle sticking. Yeah, the inverted paradiddle sticking. Yeah, and then moving right around. Yeah, and I'll put a description. I will put the description up on the Facebook page tomorrow, and see where we can go. And then I'll try and get the video uploaded as well by the end of tomorrow, so you can watch it back. Let's pick a winner for the. I'm just going to scroll. Let's pick a winner for who's got the 30-minute lesson. I think most of the people that are on tonight are actually from away, so there'll probably be a Skype lesson. So 30-minute Skype lesson. Get back into the inbox. Goes to. No, nobody. See who that is. Barry. So drop me a message, mate. You can send it through if you want with a contact email address, and we'll get in touch. 30-minute Skype lesson is yours, mate. We could just have a chat about stuff. We can do some playing. We could do some pad work. Entirely up to you. So I'm going to do that a little bit more. I'm going to give another one away for anybody who puts up a video, sends me a YouTube link to you playing these exercises. I'll put them into the archive. The first person to do that, again, a free 30-minute Skype lesson, okay? I want to get some interaction back. I want to get plenty more questions. We've done better tonight. I want to get some videos of you guys up playing. So the first person that sends in a YouTube video, a YouTube link of me, of you playing these exercises and messing with them, yeah, either email them to me, get yourself going with them. I'll put them into the archive, and then that person's going to be the one that wins the Skype lesson. All right. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. All right. Take care.